Hey YouTube, welcome back to the show. On today's episode, I want to show you the absolutely fastest, quickest, most awesomest way to create YouTube thumbnails that are as good, if not better, than any other YouTube thumbnails that you've ever seen before. Now, as you can see here on screen, I've gone and created my most anticipated games of 2019 thumbnail, and I'm going to create that or recreate that from scratch for you guys today. And I want to show you how to do that. So just follow along with the process. Now, we are using PowerPoint to create these YouTube thumbnails for a number of reasons. Firstly, it's a tool that I think a lot of people have access to. So, you know, if you work in business, you definitely have access to PowerPoint. If you're a student, chances are you also have access to PowerPoint. But if you don't have access to PowerPoint, you know, programs like Keynote or even the free Google Slides, the process that we're going to go through today is fundamentally exactly the same regardless of the presentation application that you use. All right, so this is the YouTube thumbnail that we are going to recreate today. So you can see we're just going to jump down into a blank canvas. Now, the default image size in PowerPoint these days seems to be 16 by 9. That's essentially the same size as a YouTube thumbnail. Now, there'll be a lot of people tell you that it's slightly different, and that's true. You can go and tinker with the settings to get it exactly right. But for me, I just go with the default 16 by 9. No one can really tell the difference, so you know, it seems to work, and I am very happy with that. The second thing you're going to have to do is bring in your digital assets. Now, there's a little trick here that if you go onto Google and search for Google Images, what you need to do, like I've brought up a guy here from Days Gone, the game coming out in 2019, but instead of just searching Days Gone for an image, what I want you to search for is Days Gone with the extension PNG at the end of it. Now, PNG is a portable network graphics file, which essentially means that, you know, we're not bringing in a white image, we're just bringing in this guy here. So all of these sort of checkerboard thing that you can see on screen, that's transparent, or it's basically there's no information there. So that means when we bring in the image, we're only bringing in this dude here. So that's really cool. So I've gone and grabbed this guy, so we'll copy that and we'll bring that into PowerPoint. So Control V, so there's our first image. Our second guy is this guy from Gears 5. Back to PowerPoint. Now you can see that they're all coming in at different sizes. Now this is an interesting image. Now I couldn't find an Anthem image with a transparent background. So the only one I could find is a white one. Now you can see what's happening here. I'm going to bring this one to the front. So you can see how this guy, you can see through his legs here because there's no information around here. But this guy, you can't see through this white stuff, essentially because he's a solid image. So he's probably a JPEG, and this guy is a PNG, which means you can see through. So that's the difference in the two images. So we'll keep bringing them in. So here's a game I'm really excited about next year, Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. I think that'll be an awesome game. I can't wait to play that one. So bring that one in. Here's a nice gaming background, so we'll use that one as well today. So we're bringing in every one of our images, and finally Metro Exodus. So mostly because I can't have every game coming out next year in my thumbnail, so here's a good sort of snapshot. Now, the other thing that we want to do is create some text. So we'll do that last. What we'll do first is we'll compose our image, get everything the way we want it, and then we'll add an overlay of text to the end of it. All right, so step one, our background. So let's put that in place and send it to the back. All right, we need to deal with this guy too. So I need to get rid of all of this white, I guess, white noise, for want of a better term. We don't want that in the image today. We want that background shining through. Now, as you saw there's a remove background or background removal tool in PowerPoint. It does a pretty good job, but as you can see here, it doesn't quite recognize everything. So this dark purple area is an area that it'll get rid of, but we want to keep that. So we're going to use the Mark Areas to Keep tool. Now, you can do this in Photoshop. Of course you can. It's got the tools to really, I guess, get in there with fine detail down to the pixel level. For my purposes today, though, I couldn't be bothered going down to that detail. I want to do this quick and fast and easy. So that looks pretty good. So we're only keeping this highlighted part here, and anything in pink or dark pink is going to disappear when I click out. So let's go with keep changes. And there you go. You can see nice and transparent now. So that's exactly what we want. So let's get these in the right positions. So I've got him there. I'm going to bring my my Gears 5 guy over there. I want my Metro Exodus guy there. And my Days Gone guy, I want him, whoops, I want him at the front. So bring to the front. So get him out of my way for a moment. Okay, now I'm doing this on a Mac too. What I will say about the this version is that it's not as good as the PC version. So if you've got a PC, this will be even better for you. I want to make him a little bit bigger so he's got a little bit more emphasis on screen. And I might make our, I think it's JD from Gears, a little bit bigger. So there you go. That's starting to look really good. Now what we need to do is bring in some text. Now there's a couple of ways to do this. So one, if you've created a bunch of thumbnails, you can go and, you know, copy what you've already done and bring that in. So that would be as easy as going, you know, Control C, Control V, finding the rotation that you want, bringing it in and going bang. Now that would be too easy for a demonstration video. So I am going to create some text. So that's what we're going to do here. All right, most anticipated. All right, let's start with that. So that's obviously way too small. So let's dial that right up. 140, that looks all right. But we need to get it in a format which is a little bit better. So text fill, we want it yellow, and text outline black. So that's looking not too bad, but I'm not 100% happy with the font. So let's go and make it something like impact. Impact is always good. So there you go. You can see now we're starting to pop. So just a slight little lean there. Now it's a little bit big. It's sort of going over the sides. You can see that over here. So we just made it a little bit smaller. It's going to fit. So I want to try and maximize as much of that space as I can. So we probably need to go down just a little bit. So there you go, 125. And we are looking good. We are looking good. Now from here, it is a copy paste. So we've already created the text. So we're just going to duplicate that. Games of 2019. Get that into the position that we want. And we can probably be a little bit more generous with the size here. And boom, that looks pretty damn good. Now, there you go. So here's the one that we've created. So I might just move this guy in the background a little bit, just so he's got a little bit more presence. You can see him a little bit clearer now. This guy over a little bit. Might make him a bit taller as well. And you basically play around with it until you're happy. And I don't know about you guys, but I am pretty happy with the way that looks. Maybe just shift things over a little bit, give everyone a little bit more space, a little bit more time to shine. That's a bit more balanced. That, in my opinion, looks pretty damn good. So there you go, guys. Look, that is the easiest, fastest, and most efficient way to create a YouTube thumbnail in PowerPoint. So really easy, really simple. I hope you were able to follow along with those instructions. And from here, it becomes even easier. You know, if you want to take this thumbnail again, copy and paste the thumbnail, but, you know, change the title. It might be most overrated games of 2019. So, you know, you could just basically create your own series of thumbnails based on what you've already previously done in the past. So there you go. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Look, if you've liked today's video, please remember to hit that like button for me. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, guys, get involved in the conversation via the comment section down below. And I'll see you all in the next video.